All right. Next bit of news. I wasn't going to talk about this really because I know I didn't want it to really shed too much light on it, but I guess it really doesn't matter because everybody is talking about it, and like people are just like, it's interesting how humans, very interesting how humans like interact. It's very interesting how humans interact, and I have so many opinions about this, but I want to talk about this particular situation with Luigi Mangione, who got caught at a McDonald's, apparently a McDonald's worker told, and he got caught and brought in, and there are a lot of things going around. We've seen people instantly denying it, saying that it wasn't him, he's being a patsy, it's the feds, and it's so many conspiracy theories. Apparently everybody's a conspiracy theorist. I'm not about to go into all of that. I just want to go into this particular article because it talks about video games, right? And the one thing that I cannot stand, and I feel like this is going to happen, and I called it on Blue Sky. I was like, look, y'all better stop joking about video games causing people to do these things, because y'all know the government loves to, every 4 years, they love to blame video games for people's behavior. I cannot stand that video games do not cause people to go insane and go and commit crimes. I sincerely do not believe that. Where is the proof? Where is the evidence? People just throwing stuff out there. Grand Theft Auto has been targeted so many times. Call of Duty has been targeted so many times. But what about the music? What about the movies? None of those get targeted. It's only video games for some odd reason. I don't know why. Only video games. But the news that has been going around is that this alleged killer of Brian Thompson, United Healthcare CEO Luigi Mangione, played Assassin video game. I think this is a funny thing because they said it's Assassin video games. What is this Assassin video game? Might you ask? Let's read the article. Oh, and again, I hate to laugh at it, but I'm like, it's just silly. It's really silly. So, Luigi Mangione, the 26-year-old charged with the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, once belonged to a group of Ivy League gamers who would play Assassin games. Okay. Alejandro Romero, a University of Pennsylvania student from the same Discord gaming group as Mangione, said they would play Among Us. Y'all heard that right. The game Among Us. Y'all remember that game that just popped up during the pandemic when everybody was in the house and there was nothing to do, right? The game Among Us is the Assassin game that they are referring to, okay? And they said this is a game where some players have to secretly kill others without raising suspicions. Like, are we serious? Are you serious? Assassin game. They're like in a secret society that plays assassin games. Do y'all consider Among Us an assassin game? Anyone? That was Cammy's game. Cammy loved that game. Siggy loved that game. Among Us. Really? Okay. Like what? Yeah, they're not talking about Assassin's Creed. I know, right? Like Assassin's Creed, an assassin game. Assassin's Creed. Like, no, not Assassin's Creed, but Among Us is the assassin game. Like, that's wild, man. So Romero said, I just found it extremely ironic that, we were in this game and there could actually be a true killer among us. So Romero suggesting that, hey man, this actually happened in real life. We're playing Among Us, and then all of a sudden now Luigi wants to go and do it in real life. Like, really? Like, this is how you can tell that the people who hopped on this and said that they played Assassin game, but then mentioned Among Us, they don't play video games for real. And again, I don't think that anyone who is talking about Luigi's gaming habits, I don't think that they are intentionally trying to suggest that games like Among Us cause him to do it. But you wouldn't be talking about his gaming habits if you weren't trying to suggest. And again, it's unintentionally bringing light to the situation and saying, hey, his gaming habits may have caused him to do these things or think that he can do it in real life. And that's the part that I don't like. I do not want the government once again going after video games, which is all of our hobbies. I would hope, at least in this chat, who's watching us, who's watching me right now, all of our hobbies, our pastime, end up coming under fire again, right? I do not want that to happen. Now, because again, any one of these years, they're going to find some concrete evidence, and they're going to be like, hey, this game is banned, this game is banned, this game is banned. We're going to become like Australia, and I got an Australia article in a moment. We're going to become like Australia. I don't want it to be like that. Like, we're not going to be able to play anything. We're going to be like Australia or China, right? Like, everything's going to be banned. So, like I said, that's a thin line. I don't want this to come to light. No. Video games are not the reason. It could be a million other things that could be going on with people that would cause them to commit crimes, okay? Among Us, out of all games, is not the one that would cause somebody to go and do something like this in real life, okay? So, he said that might have a point. I think bro came out of a vent before doing it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, Jesus Christ. So let's see here. As soon as this photo and name popped up on my X, it's on X. My friend texted me and asked if I knew him, and then either I was calling these some 10 friends or they were calling me. I didn't speak to anybody today who wasn't already aware of what happens. This is also what Romero said. So I just found that funny, man. Apparently he said in Discord he communicated with his Discord group. And then he said that they started to drift off. Romero said that they started to drift off and get jobs. So that's what typically happens. You go to college and then, you go your separate ways. Like the same thing happened with me. Even though I still keep up with some of my college homies, but we all have our own lives. So that typically happens. That's pretty normal there. Then he said Mangione left behind a bizarre and befuddling mix of political views on social media, opposed expressing viewpoints from seemingly every corner of the political spectrum. So they can't even tell. Like, nobody even wants to claim him. The left, the right, the center. Nobody wants to claim this guy. They're like, I don't know. What are you talking about here? So he said expressing love for a slew of authors, bloggers, thinkers, and revolutionists, including Aldous Huxley, Tim Urban, Jonathan Haidt, and Tim Kazansky. I don't know. That's how you say his name. So anyway, so that was it. I just want to read that part. I'm like really, because there's so many things that are coming out about Luigi right now. But I'm like, the one thing, like, did y'all have to talk about him playing video games? Like, could y'all just leave that alone? Like, seriously, couldn't y'all have just left that one alone? Like, y'all weren't playing assassin games. Like, it was one because it's not an assassin game. It's a game about who can lie, bro. It's really like, obviously there's some murders that occur, but it's about who could be the biggest liar, bro. who can convince you that they aren't the killer, bro. It's a whodunit game. It's not an assassin game. It's a whodunit game. It's like Clue. It's just Clue that you can play in space, and you have different aspects. You got to do tasks, like, but it's a classic whodunit, bro. Like, whatever, man. Anyway, like I said, I hope that just to spark up. Like, please, if I hear one more situation from some random governor talking about, hey, video games or causing all the kids to do blah blah blah, I'm like, bro, yeah, I can't take it, bro. It's too much. Anyway, more gaming news. I saw Cammy talking about this. Cammy about to go back to Fortnite. Fortnite is developing an extraction shooter. Okay. And it actually becomes live tomorrow on the 11th. So there's an extraction shooter game mode, and there's also apparently another game mode. It's actually a bomb mode too. So search and destroy, Counter-Strike, Valorant, all those type of games. You like those games? They have that too. So Fortnite is trying to corner every bit of the market right now. Every bit of the market within the Fortnite universe. So amongst the bomb mode, which is supposed to go live tomorrow. Now, apparently, the leakers are saying that there is going to be an extraction shooter game mode too. So they like, forget it. Let's just go after everything. So yeah, you're gonna be like The Division. So like, gee, it actually did look cool. I ain't gonna lie. The bomb game mode, first person, actually did look kind of cool. I kind of want to try it out, but I'm like, damn, do I want to re-download Fortnite just for that? I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so this one says, the news comes from a Fortnite leaker and data miner, Lulo World, who revealed that despite some rumors suggesting that the game mode is canceled, it is in fact still in development. While it's unclear what the game would entail in the Fortnite universe, it would likely follow almost every other extraction shooter in the market with this game loop. Drop in the map, get the resources, extract, and repeat. This leaker was careful to point out that things might change, as in the case for all leaks. So we'll see if this one becomes true. But the first person bomb mode is 100% true, and that goes live tomorrow. So we shall see. We shall see how that goes, if it actually feels good. So when to play it. So like I said, I might try it out, just for research purposes. I really don't want to re-download Fortnite, but I might just to play it. We shall see. Yeah, it's supposed to be tomorrow, Cammy. Supposed to be tomorrow. It's at 12. It's at 12/11. 12/11. You seen they added some Lego mode? Yeah, they got so many things. They got Rocket League. They got like Lego. So it's so many different things now. So many different things. Like I'm gonna let my daughter play it when she actually starts getting acclimated, because it's like so many things that are like she doesn't have to play the BR mode. She can play other stuff. So like take an early lunch break. Can't be addicted. So yeah, so this might be coming alongside the bomb mode. Let me make sure before I tell you wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did say 12/11 Fortnite bomb. Yeah, it's called Ballistic. 5v5 game mode Ballistic. Make sure. I'm pretty sure I did say it said 12/11. What up, Dark? I'm good. Yep. First person in mode and Fortnite been room for over a year now. We're finally getting our first taste of it of December 11th. So yep. So tomorrow y'all can play it. All right. More news. Actually, speaking of Australia and getting banned, look at one game. Look at what game has been banned. Hunter x Hunter, then Impact. So that fighting game. That fighting game for with the Hunter x Hunter characters had been banned in Australia. So there's another one. Let's see why Australia banned this one. Okay, because GTA had been banned. Let's see what problem that they have with Hunter x Hunter, arguably one of the greatest animes ever, even though it didn't finish. Let's see what they said. Probably because it got a PDF in it. Let's see. The Australian Classification Board has refused to classify Hunter x Hunter then Impact. If you head to the website, you will see that Hunter x Hunter has been classified as RC, or refused classification. The website has not provided a reason for refusing classification. It has asked fans to contact them for further clarification. Why don't you just tell us why? I mean, I think that would be okay, right? You don't just refuse classification but then not say why. So that's dumb. Maybe we'll get more news soon. Let's continue reading. The board had provided a statement to Polygon regarding the classification of the game, explaining that the game was refused due to a visual depiction of implied sexual violence. Where oh man, it is freaking Hisoka, bro. It was Hisoka. God damn it, it was Hisoka. Where an adult male exposes himself to persons under the age of 18. It's Hisoka. God. Oh man. Well, too sad. So sad. Freaking Hisoka boy. He horny boy. The board noted in a report that the implied sexual violence is implicitly condoned as appropriate due to the lack of resolution of the act through the game's narrative, and that it is not justified by context. Implied sexual violence that is visually depicted, interactive, not justified by context, or related to incentives or rewards is not permitted. Okay. Currently, Hunter x Hunter the Impact does not have a concrete release date. I almost forgot about this game. I know that I think they were playing it like Evo Japan, but it is scheduled to arrive at some point in 2025 for PS5, Switch, and PC. They ain't no Xbox. That's interesting, but it's coming out on the Switch. All right. Anyways, so that's that. I just found it interesting. I'm like, damn, Australia banned another game. Why did they ban this one? So yeah, it's because of Ahsoka. It's nobody else who is exposing themselves to little kids. It was Ahsoka 100%. God damn it. All right. More gaming news here. So this is about Beyond Good and Evil. So Michelle Ansel says Beyond Good and Evil 2 issues were caused by problems between managers. So let's read what happened. What were the conflicts? In a rare interview, Michelle Ansel said that problems between management caused Beyond Good and Evil 2's development. The new interview came from French outlet Super Pouvoir, where Ansel answered elaborated. He answered elaborated on the okay, on the development issues of Beyond Good and Evil 2, and where he believes some of the accusations of toxic management. God, toxic. It's always something like some toxicity in the workplace. I'm telling you, man, these video game studios are like, why is this always a thing? Always toxicity in the workplace, of which he denies originates on BGE2. For example, there were too many problems between managers. The artistic director wanted to redo everything constantly, and the game director wanted to make a game of generated dungeons. I dreamed of a space adventure. We could not agree, and the game director took the project in other directions. Ansel continued, in this type of situation, teams find themselves tossed around and don't even know who's in charge and making decisions. The producer is supposed to sort things out, but that didn't happen. Yves Guillemot, oh boy, always Yves. Even had to go down to Montpellier to get things back on track, but that wasn't enough, and the game director continued in his stubbornness. While I read in Libé that I was the one directing the game and asking for changes, I thought I was going to choke. BGE2 is a game on which I don't think I've ever questioned a decision. And then Michel Ansel left Ubisoft in 2020 to spend time in a wildlife sanctuary following burnout. That's crazy. So you just left and you're like, I'm just gonna go to a wildlife sanctuary. 1 week later, though, accusations of toxic leadership by Ansel began to circulate, which Ansel firmly denied and continues to do so. So yeah, so this game is still in development. I mean, remember people talking about it. What's going on with Beyond Good and Evil 2? What's going on Beyond Good and Evil 2? Like I said, man, Ubisoft just cannot catch a break. They literally cannot catch a break. It's wild, man. Just what's going on with Ubisoft and all of these studios and all of these games. Like, they just cannot get it right. And why is toxicity constantly an issue? Again, it's a lot of studios that are dealing with this, but Ubisoft has been under the microscope for a while dealing with this stuff. I don't get it. It's something going on, man. But Ubisoft is like literally about to be on their last leg. Like I said before, this Assassin's Creed is about to be it, man. They gotta catch a W with this one, because I think that's about to be it, man. If this game is a flop, so we'll see. In Cammy news, Apple and Sony are partnering up for a Vision Pro controllers. So very interesting here. Let's see what's going on. Per a recent report, Apple and Sony are collaborating to bring third-party controller support to the Vision Pro. And okay, interesting. According to Bloomberg, Apple approached Sony at the end of 2024 to bring support for PlayStation VR 2 controllers to the Vision Pro. This is interesting. I feel like this is a roundabout way of Sony saying, hey, we know that you aren't buying the PlayStation VR. We know you aren't. There are so many on the shelf. We even halted development. Y'all remember we reported on that? They halted development because they had too many PlayStation VRs. Nobody was buying them, because Sony people don't buy their hardware outside of the latest console, and they don't play their games. I don't get it. Sony ponies are in trouble. You all are getting exposed left and right. So Sony, I feel like Sony is doing a roundabout. They're like, hey, we know that people care about the Vision Pro, so let's see if we can get our controller support for our VR headsets to yours. That's what I'm seeing here. Moreover, Apple has also had conversations with other third-party developers about featuring third-party controller support for their games on the VR platform. The controllers will not only be a valuable addition for gaming on the Vision Pro, but also provide more control over the entire operating system. Cammy, have you played games on the Vision Pro? And if so, how are they? Did you enjoy the experience on there? I wonder how the Vision Pro compares gaming wise to other headsets that are mainly, for the most part, focused on gaming. The report adds Apple and Sony had planned to announce the PlayStation VR 2 controller support for the Vision Pro weeks ago. However, the announcement was postponed due to an undisclosed reason. Also, Sony has another hurdle to cross, selling their VR controllers as standalone accessories. But why? Why would you try to sell the VR controller? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work either. As right now, they can only be acquired by purchasing the PlayStation VR 2 console. When the announcement does come, players will seemingly be able to grab the PSVR controllers from Apple's retail and online stores. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see if this becomes anything, especially if I think Sony will have some mild success with selling their controllers if they're the first ones to be like, hey, we are the official, you know, they could just say that for now, but we are the official controller for the Vision Pro. You know, you can use this on the Vision Pro. Only a little, you did some Civ using the MacBook screen mirroring feature. You didn't really get it for gaming, but this should be interesting. So, yeah, we'll see if Sony is a find some success for this. But yeah, it's happening. So I guess, you know, at some form, you know, point in time, we will see the PlayStation VR controller being sold separately just as an accessory for the Vision Pro. So